It's Week 16 of the National Football League. All eyes on the rookie Garrett Wilson. He's one of the league's best, currently third in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Jets and the Jags on Thursday night.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, the stage is set for our final Thursday night game of the year between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They've been in a great group. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year. Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. We get our first look at this New York Jets offense, really retooled the last couple of seasons. And at the helm under center, second overall pick from 2021 out of BYU, Zach Wilson.
And what was really attractive about Zach Wilson coming out of college, coming out of BYU, his ability to create and make plays when many people thought they didn't exist. But what's been even better is watch him improve in the pocket, able to hit the back foot, make the right read, and the right throws.
Now the first running back drafted in April, this is Breece Hall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Now Wilson. He'll drop this underneath to Carter. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds on the night's opening drive. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's the second-year man from Clemson, Travis Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up. And it carries over to the other side of the ball.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. Well, with 3 weeks left, they are in one of those 3 wild card spots, Charles, but that spot is not clinched, and there's not a ton of breathing room for them. So the bottom line, they just need to focus on winning right now.
Yeah, they totally have their eyes open, don't they? They know they've got teams trying to run them down. They can hear their footsteps. The question coaches ask guys in the locker room, do you have another gear left to pull away and lock in that playoff spot? If so, let's hit it.
And 22 more yards there and another first down. Here's Wilson. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for 28 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Now it's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then executed in the game.
Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game.
They are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are the things you have to look out for in games like this.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Lawrence. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Jets at 9-5 now on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
7 yards there on the first down screen play. A tight one. 8-7 our score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. They'll run with Hall. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Now it's Wilson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Wilson to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And he is going to have a Jets first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Again, Wilson. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he's got some space here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now the second-year man from Carolina. This is Michael Carter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. He'll drop that down to Carter underneath. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw again is Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Two minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the lead grows to 4. It's 11-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out and start the drive at the 25. Jacksonville set to go again offensively.
As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
From the 45 on second down, Lawrence looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 47 yards. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. That's into a crowd and intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the Jets will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Jets take it over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense.
A 1,000-yard campaign in his sights, Charles, but needs a little bit of a kick here down the stretch to reach it.
And sometimes at this stage of the season, you're looking for that extra goal, right? That extra motivation to accomplish what you want, not just as a team, but as individuals. He's going to have to stretch a little bit to get there. That might be what they're talking about during the practice sessions in their meetings. Hey, we can still get this done. Let's go ahead and feed him the ball.
And the offensive line, I'm sure they're well aware of where he stands as well.
They are, and I think for them, it would be an even better accomplishment to get there now because it seems like a little bit of a reach.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
4th down. Here's Wilson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Touchdown! Christian Kirk, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Jags will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Patterson now for the extra point. And it's now 14-11. They lead it by 3. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them in plus territory. Excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And he returns this to the 22. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Gonna look deep for Wilson. That's gonna be knocked away and incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Open man is Denzel Mims. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we're into the final 3 weeks of the NFL season. A lot of races going to be coming right down to the wire. Before we get it back to you guys, let's check out what we have coming up this weekend on the Week 16 NFL slate. Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test for the Dolphins as they'll take on the always tough Green Bay Packers. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Denver Broncos. Then on Sunday night, wrap up your Christmas day with a great one in the NFC. The Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern Time. We continue on with the check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jags. And they've had all sorts of success thus far tonight throwing the football, as they're on pace to throw for 300-plus yards if they continue the way they've been going. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half. Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
From the 41, Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Draw play, Etienne. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Jaguars. James Robinson.
A 22-yard touchdown ground.
And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, the next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Throwing is Wilson.
He'll drop this underneath to Carter. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Now Lawrence.
No, it stays up, and his pass incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way, because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Flash the stick skills on that run, but then stop shy of the 35.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence.
This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And New York set to take the field.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing again here, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say he's made some personal decisions out there. So forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
He's going to look deep for more. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. This is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st down, Wilson. He'll take his shot for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. They run the option left with Lawrence. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That play unable to get started thanks to the defense of Quan Alexander. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Now Lawrence to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are right back in this football game. saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Elijah Moore, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And able to connect with Barrios. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Wilson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. His 9th score on the ground this year and 13th overall. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets him back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And here comes Barrios. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So here's Wilson and the Jets. Down by a field goal, 2:10 on the clock. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. A give up the middle to Carter. They find some open field here. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Now Wilson.
Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on third down. They'll run with Carter. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. Open man here is Conklin. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. Wilson to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Certainly would have liked to get some yardage out of that play, but now you got to put this in the hands of your field goal kicker. See if he can get you to overtime. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Jaguars going to get possession of the football first here in this overtime session as the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll look to ETN to start things out. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. First throw of overtime for Trevor Lawrence. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Throw left side complete to Ingram. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Play action. It's Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Jets have recovered. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder, maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
It doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. On 1st and 10, it's Carter.
And some space here.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Now what can Wilson do here in the OT? And he'll find Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Wilson.
There's Hall bringing in another one.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. This to win it in overtime. And the defense is going to let him think about it a little as they use their 2nd timeout here. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the city will be alive tonight. The Jets have won it.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Jets, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now.